Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Echo Oscar.
All right, Kilo Delta 8, and what was the rest?
All right, Kilo Delta 8, and what was the rest?
Sierra Echo Oscar. Operator Dean Delta Echo Alpha November in Michigan.
All right, Dean in Michigan, is that a Roger?
All right, Dean in Michigan, is that a Roger?
QSL. Well, I kind of heard you. I've heard you before on here, and I never really got brave enough to jump and say hello. But I'm lightning a month and a half ago. Took out 300, brand new. I got hit by lightning a month and a half ago. Took out about 4 of my radios. Couldn't get to them in time. The electrician said if I would have had my hands on them, I probably would have been killed anyways because we took a direct hit right to the house there. So just trying out the IC7300 and wonder how it was making out and how it was sounding to you there. Go ahead.
Roger, Dean. Well, I'm kind of operating under a problem this afternoon. I usually use Milford PA-SDR as my one of my great receivers, and I'm into a Michigan station that SDR that has a tremendous bottom end. You know, most of these SDRs do roll off on the bottom end, but this thing I'm not real sure about. I've never run it before. It's up in Massachusetts somewhere. I am going to try to search around and see if I can find another SDR. I looked at my local antenna, and I don't have a copy on you at all. So why don't you tell me about your antenna system for about 10 seconds, and let me look around and see if I can find us a better path, Roger?
Seconds, and let me look around and see if I can find us a better path, Roger?
Okay, very good. I'll call Charlie Alpha. Called Carol, Charlie, Alpha, Romeo, Oscar, and once again this is a 7300, and I got an off-center fed Wyndham, inverted V, up about 35 foot to the apex and down to about 12 foot on the ends there. Hopefully that was enough to let you hear me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This SDR sounds really heavy on the bottom side. Let me see if I can pull up my other one here and just see what's going on. I'm getting into that now. Very good. This is like a one-arm paper hanger here. Trying to, there, I think we're good. So, Dean, come back and let me see if I'm bringing you up on Milford now. Let me see what kind of copy I've got on you.
Okay, very good. Like I say, I'm located in Othello, Michigan, about 110 miles northeast of Detroit. A little town called Carroll, and we're about 35 miles right straight east of Saginaw. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm copying you about 6 dB over Milford, PA's noise level, so I've got a good copy on you now. And if you would be interested in a setup procedure, it starts with you engaging your compressor at a 3. 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100, just a third of the capabilities of that compressor. Roger?
Roger.
QSL, well, I got it set at 3 right now, and that's, I had it at 5, and now it's on 3. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay, then move to your ALC with mic gain in hand, and as you say the magic word audio, stretching the A part, audio, adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 2/3. Roger?
It's running 2/3. Roger?
All right, Dean, I think you might have hit your VFO. We're at 7188. We are at 7188, and I usually recommend folks, if they're on the frequency for longer than 10 seconds or 15 seconds, to go ahead and hit their lock. So they don't have a problem with their wandering VFO. Roger, Roger?
Wandering VFO. Roger, Roger?
Okay, very good. I'm at 30% right now. 30% on the mic and number 3 on the compressor.
Yeah, the actual mic gain reading is not really important. It's how the mic gain affects your ALC meter. And we want that ALC meter to be at the 2/3 mark as you say the word audio. So try one more time and adjust your mic gain until your ALC is running 2/3 by saying the magic word audio.
The magic word audio.
Hello, Dean. Do you still copy, sir?
549.
Sorry, we may have doubled, Dean. You still got a copy?
We missed double Dean. You still got a copy?
Okay, how's that sound right there?
Looking pretty good. Why don't you give me another 10 seconds and tell me the best thing you like about your radio, and I'll listen to your audio, Roger.
QSL, well, that's at, that's at about 100 watts, but it doesn't read that accurate. And the mic gain is at 50%, and the compressor's on at 3.
Yes, sir. Looking good. You do run now about 3 dB dynamic range, which is exactly what we were looking for. It's nice and fat, but crystal clear. We do need to go to your EQ page, if you can find that, on your equalization page, Roger.
On your equalization page, Roger.
Yeah, the problem is I left it at another person's house there, so I don't have the manual right with me there. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay. Why don't you take a note, if you would, when you find everything in your EQ page. We want just a couple of clicks of boost on your treble EQ, plus 2 clicks boost treble EQ from where it is, Roger.
Treble EQ from where it is, Roger.
Okay, just a minute.
Roger, Dean. You can just take a note on that rather than having to do it. There's nothing worse than trying to find something that you're not familiar with. So you can just take a note and work on that at your leisure, Roger.
Work on that at your leisure, Roger.
QSL. Well, I'm on it right now there.
Oh, Roger. And what kind of EQ do you have there? Is it a 3-band or 8-band or?
I'm sorry, I doubled it. I got the TX bass at 3 and the TX treble at 2.
All right, advance one more click on the treble EQ. One more click treble EQ boost, Roger.
Treble EQ boost, Roger.
Okay, there's +3 and +3.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. And I'd like to get another recording of you, if I could, at that. Why don't you tell me again about the best thing you like about ham radio, Roger?
You like about ham radio, Roger?
Well, just like everybody else, I started back in the 70s on the CB band, the 11-meter band. And then a good friend of mine talked me into getting my tech. 2012, I got that. Fortunately, I lost my wife in 2014. But I continued on and had an Icon 746 Pro. I like that. It's a beautiful radio. But like I said, I got hit by lightning, so I ended up going with a 7300, and the 7800 is just unbelievable to me. I mean, it's so much easy to use, and it takes a little while getting used to it, but everybody says it sounds good. Back to you.
Oh, yes, so you have the right radio. I mean, that 7300 is just, it's the radio of the century, actually. It's just a beautiful radio. Well, I think we got you there, Dean. If you would like to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that will take you to this recording. We'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, and it should be cut number 1 in a series of 2,300 Qso-Vlog air check recordings. Roger?
Qso-Vlog air check recordings, Roger.
QSL, it's Kilo Charlie 9 Delta, T is in Tom, V is in Victor.
It's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and followed by the word logbook. So it's KC9VKV logbook on a YouTube search, and we'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow.
Okay, very good. Well, I appreciate all the help on the radio. I went through and I'd had other people tell me that it was sounding great, but, just like anything else, you can always make it sound just a tweak better, so I appreciate all the help on it, and I'll go to that KC9VKV logbook tomorrow and look it up to see what it sounds like. Once again, thank you. This is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Echo Oscar, and I'll be clear with KC9VKV 73, and God bless from Dean.
Roger, Dean 73, sir. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend. Thanks for dropping by. If you get a chance, drop by next Friday. We'd love to have you. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. We record now live till 5. So if you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.